Well, hi everyone, I'm Mark Doeland. I'm a master's student at Leiden University and I study tooth replacement in early sarcopterygians at Naturalis Biodiversity Center. Now, originally the main hypothesis on the evolution of tooth replacement was that the chondrichthyan condition, where teeth develop, where teeth are replaced on tooth whorls, was the basal condition for all the gnathostomes. But now recent findings have shown that in basal osteichthyans, teeth are replaced by basal resorption, like in modern osteichthyans. So likely, tooth replacement evolved separately within the osteichthyans. Within the sarcopterygians, the coelacanths have an extra-osseous replacement mechanism, where the new teeth grow over the resorbed previous teeth. But in tetrapods, there's an intra-osseous replacement, so the teeth develop within the jawbone under the standing dentition. And it is unknown what kind of replacement mechanism is in the stem group of the sarcopterygians, but as intra-osseous replacement is likely a derived condition, it is probable that extra-osseous replacement is the ancestral condition. And to test this, I looked into replacement mechanisms of different early sarcopterygians with the use of micro-CT scanning. I first looked into a scan of the recent latimeria to see the different structures unaltered. And you can nicely see the distinction between the dentin of the fang and the bone of attachment that attaches the fang to the bone. And then I looked into onychodus, which is like the main focus of my project, and there you can also see that distinction. So here's the dentin and here's the bone of attachment, and then beneath is the jawbone. But you can also see lines of resorption in the bone of attachment that indicate that there's bone of attachment left of previous resorbed fangs. Then in the innerdental arcade, you can also see resorption lines underneath the standing dentition that indicate an extra-osseous replacement. And there's even dentin left of the previous teeth where the new teeth has burrowed into. But apart from the dentition on the jaws, onychodus also has a tooth whorl at the symphysis of the lower jaw, and here teeth are added posteriorly and shed anteriorly. However, unlike in chondrichthyans, the teeth are set into the bone. And then the most anterior tooth is shed through resorption of that bone instead of resorption of the base of the tooth. I also looked into Tiktaalik. However, unfortunately, the scan wasn't good enough to trace the resorption lines, but there is no evidence for an intra-osseous replacement, as there are no teeth developing under the standing dentition, but there are resorption pits that indicate that teeth have been shed through basal resorption. So Tiktaalik likely had an extra-osseous replacement mechanism. So concluding, in onychodus, there are two different types of resorption mechanisms, and there's a variable grade of resorption depending on the position of the teeth on the jaw. And in Tiktaalik, there is no evidence for an intra-osseous replacement. So likely extra-osseous replacement is indeed the basal condition of tooth replacement in the sarcopterygians. So thank you for your attention. Are there any questions?